Welcome back to Daytime. Well, dental care is such an important part of our overall health, but it is very costly. And the West Bowmanville Dental Center, in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Bowmanville, is setting out to ensure that dental care is accessible to all by providing free dental service on November 16th. And I am very pleased to welcome dentist Dr. Mark Bishara and the president of the Rotary Club in Bowmanville, Gord Wallace, to tell us all about this amazing event. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I'm very excited to speak to you about this. Dental care is very expensive, and probably those of us that can afford it already have dental plans through our work. So you've set out to offer free dental services to those who need it the most, to those who cannot afford it. So first of all, explain to me how this came to be. Where did you come up with the idea?
Well, first of all, I'm a dentist, but also my wife is a dentist, and my father-in-law is also a dentist, and they've been in the Whitby and Durham region for about 25 years.
Oh, wow.
So when we thought about doing the idea, we saw that Bowmanville, where we practice, would be a region where people could benefit from such a service, and it's kind of a social responsibility also that we think that for people that don't have any kind of government support or are just not in any kind of form of financial situation where they can afford dental care, that this would be kind of a good way to give back to the community.
It really is, and I think it's such a fantastic idea. I know it's been done in other places, but how wonderful to have it done here in the Durham region. So explain to me how the event works. Do people need to call up and pre-register? Do they have to show proof of income? How does it work?
So good question. Last time we ran this was in June, and the event was on a first come, first served basis when we ran it. And basically people attend starting at 8 a.m. on that day, and usually they come a little bit earlier. And there is a registration process where they can tell us if they're here for either a dental cleaning, or if they're here for a filling, or if they wish to have a tooth to be taken care of or removal. And what we do is we give people an appointment time on that day so they don't have to wait around.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they line up in the morning.
Correct.
They fill out all the paperwork. They say what they're there for, either a cleaning, a filling, or a tooth removal. Those are the three services that you offer that day.
Correct.
And they get an appointment time and they can come back at that point.
Correct.
That's fantastic, and it's free of charge. It's absolutely free.
And again, yes, there's no obligation to return to us as patients or clients to the office. It's just meant to be kind of a give back to the community. So there's no obligation whatsoever.
To be a regular patient after that.
Yeah.
Well, explain to me then, Gord, how the Rotary Club came to be part of this event.
Well, the first part is that Mark joined our club.
And that helps.
Our club's been around for 90 years, working in the community, giving back to the community, and this is just a good fit. What we do is Mark's providing the labor, and our club is we raise money and give back to the community. So we're going to help out with the supplies.
Oh, so you help provide that financial support that would be needed to run an event like this, because how many people will you likely see?
Last time we ran this event in June, and that was the first time we had ran it, we saw approximately 50 patients on that day.
Wow. And it's not just you though, right?
On that day, we have a hygienist that runs for offering the cleaning services, and in addition, my father-in-law, who's a dentist, and my wife are also there.
Okay, so it's 3 dentists and a hygienist, and you see 50 patients.
Yeah, it seems like a big number, but when you spread out the work and kind of involve in between people, you can manage to do a lot.
But it's a big undertaking, and it really, I think, speaks to your character, that you're willing to do that you're willing to take on that, to really help out people who might otherwise not get the opportunity to see a dentist. So I am interested, since you've already done this once, were you seeing a lot of people who hadn't had dental care?
A lot of the times it's people where they often leave the problem till it gets to be a bit larger.
Yeah.
And often, most of the times, as parents or caretakers of other people, you put your children first, and oftentimes you just let things go a bit too long and kind of put your kids first. So in this situation, we just wanted to be able to help out people a bit, and maybe they can use some of those funds towards other things they may need, especially with Christmas time coming around.
Absolutely, yeah. And so what are people needing to do then to make sure that they are having good dental or that they're keeping their teeth clean, I guess is what I'm asking. Do people need to brush 3 times a day? Do they need to be doing anything special to make sure that they are keeping their teeth clean? Because you just said we often leave problems too long.
I would say often if we can just kind of catch things at an early stage, then it's often a lot easier financially also. So recommendations would be to kind of try and see the dentist once every 6 to 9 months. And a lot of the factors are most of the time dietary related.
Oh,
So
really?
just ensuring that a diet which is low in sugars and often keeping yourself hydrated throughout the day is very important.
So those are really good tips
Yeah.
for all of us, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
because, you know, I think it's really true. And when you said that people leave it too long, that really spoke to me, because I do the exact same thing, and I do have a dental plan. So I can imagine for people who have to pay for dental service, how easy it would be to just put it off. But suddenly the problem is way worse and they can't put it off anymore. Well, if people are interested in more information, where can they go?
So they can either visit our website at westbowmanvilledental.com, that's one word, and they can also call the office at 905-697-1118 for any information or questions they may have.
But again, they don't have to pre-register. They can line up that day and they get their appointment time. Well, that day again is November 16th, correct? At the West Bowmanville Dental Center. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming in. Thank you to the Rotary Club for supporting such an amazing initiative. And thank you to you for thinking of others. I really love hearing about initiatives like this in Durham region. And don't go anywhere, guys. We've got a lot more daytime right after the break.